Who's scoring big this NBA season? You are! With all the new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From monster slams to dishing the rock to cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite player and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking how many points your favorite player will have. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVES. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network. So I have to take a break from all the jokes here for just a second and put my serious voice on, because I would never ever joke about a 5G network that has invested billions in building 5G towers across the country. Not even once. Not even if Mr. Boost Mobile himself asked me to. There's nothing funny about it. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network and also provide coverage across 99% of America. Seriously, visit boostmobile.com or your nearest Boost Mobile store location to learn more. Boost Mobile Network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speed, not available in all areas. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Currently, colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer-related deaths in the U.S., and it's on the rise in people under the age of 50. But when caught at early stages, colon cancer is survivable in 90% of the people, so screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. And a great one-of-a-kind way to feel more in control of your colon cancer screening is through the Cologuard test, a prescription-based test with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. The Cologuard test is the only FDA-approved, non-invasive option that looks for both altered DNA and blood in your stool, which can indicate the presence of abnormal cells. This test offers convenience and ease of use, and the kit is delivered right to your door. Once you complete the kit, it is returned to the lab and results are available within 2 weeks. Plus, it's affordable. Most insured patients pay $0. And if you do need a colonoscopy as a follow-up, most insurance plans cover that as well. So if you're 45 or older and at average risk, ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use the Cologuard test if you've had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, or certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Cologuard test performs in adults aged 45 to 49, it's estimated, and based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, the All-Pro, Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We thank you sincerely for your continued blessings by following us, listening to us, watching us, because without you, there can be no us. So we greatly, greatly appreciate your continued support. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. We have it in stock. 2025 is off to a great year for some of us, most of us, if not all of us. What better way to celebrate than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? Now, if you cannot find it in a city or state near you, we're coming We just got distribution in Illinois, Florida, Maryland, Arizona, New Mexico, South Carolina. We're going to visit Georgia again, Atlanta, and Savannah. But if you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. And please drink responsibly and stay safe. Also, follow my media company on all of its platforms, Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. Last week, we dropped Nightcap and Chill collection, as well as our Super Bowl shirts, hats, and bundle that dropped today. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. All the items I have restocked, so everything should be back in stock right now. Supplies are limited, so please make sure you get yours before they're gone. We have Eagles linebacker joining us later in the show, Nakobe Dean. Can't wait to Super Bowl winning, although he got nicked and was unable to play, but he had a phenomenal season, and I expect to see him in the Pro Bowl in the very near future. Go ahead, Ocho.
Now, I just want to tell you before we start the show, I had some good news that I wanted to share with you, but I want you to finish the introduction first so you can complete that task before I tell the chat about my good news and why I've extended my stay here in the Bahamas. But go ahead, I'm gonna let you finish.
Well, go ahead. We done.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, my Nightcap team, Unc, and everybody that is listening, including the chat as well. I just want to let everyone know that I've extended my stay in the Bahamas, and I will be here for the foreseeable future. I just got 2 extra jobs down here in the Bahamas. I got one at Baha Mar. No, don't laugh now. Don't laugh, because I'm. This is some great time for me, and a good time for me to build my resume and my portfolio down here in the Caribbean. So I got a part-time job here at Baha Mar. I'd like to thank my team here in the Bahamas for that. Also, I work at Goldie's on the weekends. I'll be at Goldie's on the weekends at Fish Fry. For those of you that don't know about Fish Fry, please, if at any time you're traveling, anytime from now until I start my Nightcap tour, please visit me either at Baha Mar or at Goldie's at Fish Fry. And also, Unc, it's come to my attention as well is a Junkanoo group by the name of the Valley Boys. I will be the one leading the head and getting them to join forces once again, and getting both governing parties to agree to come back together so we can own Bay Street once again. You don't know much about Junkanoo, but I will teach you who the Valley Boys are. And right now they split up. They split up. It's not a good thing. It'd be like Sterling and Shannon Sharpe not being one. You know, I'm trying to explain it to an analogy in which you would understand. So the group itself has split up, but I'm going to be the one to lead the 2 governing parties and getting them to sit down, because when it comes time to Junkanoo and Boxing Day, which is around Christmas, and obviously New Year's, in order for us to win and get back to our winning ways, we need to be one once again. So I look forward to that, and that's the mission I'm on and why I've extended my stay in the Bahamas. And I will be here for the foreseeable future. So if anyone needs to reach me, you know where I'll be at. Oh, look at my dog. He done made it. He done made a.
You done got an early start tonight. He's
Tidy,
like,
what's up,
I ain't waiting around.
Tidy. Over here, look to your right. Look to your right, homie. There you go. Yeah, boy. Hey, we gonna have a show. It's gonna be just me and you. You hear me? Yeah, that's me. Woo, woo. Yeah, that's my dog. That's my homie.
Off.
Anyway, that's my good news. I just want to share that with you.
Out. All right, Ocho, the Sixers just suffered a 32-point home loss to the Bulls. They once, with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the ball game, they trailed by 50 points, 136-86. After the game, head coach Nick Nurse just said the overall vibe was really poor from the start. Just didn't seem to be a lot of energy or life vibe tonight from our guys. Ocho, a 50, down by as many as 50. You end up losing by 32, 142 to 110. Chicago scored 39 in the first quarter, 36. So they had 75 at the half. They had 115 through 3 quarters, and then they cruised home with 27 points in the fourth. So 142 to 110. Paul George had 19. Yabusele had 0 points. Maxey had 13. Oubre had 19. Yeah, that was bad.
I'm gonna blame it on you though, Unc.
What that?
I'm gonna blame it on you. The voodoo you put on them last night. The booty you listen, I spoke highly of the Sixers, in trying to find a solution for the problem that is Embiid in this ailing knee. But you went in on them, and the fact that you went on them the way you did is the reason why they played the way they played tonight. And that's why the result is what it was. That's why they were trailing by 50 points. I think if you see, the tongue is very powerful. This is what you have to understand. The tongue is very, very
Yes.
powerful. So anytime you say anything in a negative manner about a sports team in its entirety, that team itself doesn't play well. And that's why the Sixers looked the way they did.
Did they hear me? Did they know I said that last night?
They did, because every last player that plays for the Sixers saw Nightcap last night, because two of them reached out to me.
I think the thing is, Ocho, look, I'm shutting Embiid down. They're not going anywhere this year, and all you doing is delaying the inevitable, which Joel Embiid is probably going to have surgery, and he's going to have to need time to recover. Why not speed the process up? Why not have him have the surgery? Now he can start the recovery sooner, as opposed to have him hobbling, mess up something worse than what it is, or mess up something on the other side, have another injury that you'll have to address. I'm shutting him down. We're not going anywhere. Ocho, they've played 57 games. They've got 25 games to go. Unless they plan on going 25-0, they're not making the playoffs.
Right.
And 45-37 might not make the playoffs. So with that being said, it's best to shut him down, chalk this up today. They're going to have to make some tough decisions. They got Paul George, who has another basically, he's going to pick up that fourth-year option. So he got 3 years left. Joel Embiid got 4 years left at probably $240 million.
Yeah.
Those contracts, I mean, you're probably stuck for a minute. Because if your team, you train for Joel Embiid with those issues, he's going to miss 450 games since his career started. He's going to miss more games than he's actually played and pick up the contract at about $240 million.
I have a question.
Stephen A. and I was discussing it. Stephen A. said, where Paul George really didn't want to leave Clippers. He didn't want to be in Philly. There's no crying on a yacht. Paul George got 4 years over $200 million. No, I'm not trying to hear that.
Whoa. Come on now. You think you done snuck that one in there. You thought I wasn't going to hear that now. There's no what?
Ain't
That's
no
a good
crying
one. I
on
got
the
to use
yacht.
that now. There's no crying. Where's my goddamn pen and pad? Boy, I ain't never heard that one. But hold on, let me write that down now. It's right here. I got my pen and pad right here. It's no crying on the yacht. I'd be sure to use that in my next argument.
So with that being said, I don't look, Maxey right now, you got a guy, I mean, you're going to probably try to move one of them, Paul George or Joel Embiid.
I know which one to go. I know which one needs to go. I'm not saying he needs to go, but based on, listen, things aren't working out, obviously, in Philly. I know where he can go, because there's a team in the NBA that needs a big right now. And I know an environment where he can go to and he can excel. Now, even with the problems that he's having, if he's able to be traded, let's say in the offseason, while he's rehabbing, I know a great place he can go.
Where?
Right down there in LA.
You about to pay Luka. You about to play Luka. Now Luka probably signed a 2-year deal. That way he can come back to the table and get the max in 2 years.
Yes.
So he's not going to hide us. Lay down. He's not going to sign anything really, really long, like no 4 or 5 year deal. And I think everybody understands that, but not worth it. I mean, you traded Anthony Davis, who had an injury history prior to the last 2 years. Why would you take a guy with an absolute? If you think Anthony Davis has missed games, it ain't even close to what Joel Embiid. I mean, compared to Joel Embiid, Anthony Davis is AC Green.
Right.
If you don't know AC Green, he played like 1,100 games straight.
Yeah, that's not nice. That's not nice.
No, I'm just the chat know I'm telling the truth, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to roll the dice. You're gonna have to roll the dice on Joel Embiid. You're gonna have to believe.
They got to pay CeeLo. But they're gonna have to. Listen, you take a chance. You take a chance understanding what you do get when he is on the court and when he's healthy or when he's semi-healthy.
When is that?
They They have the resources. They have the technology. Allow them to listen. If Philly does what they need to do and do right by Embiid, allow him to sit out. All season comes, they trade in LA. He continues to rehab. Sees the best doctors that they have in LA for his knee. Getting back right. LeBron has the right people that I'm sure he can help and appoint to Embiid so he can get back to where he needs to, where he can be the dominant center that he is. I think it would be a great look for the Lakers. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, despite his injury history.
You can't say that, Ocho, despite. That's the issue.
Hey,
and that's like you said, man, this is a great car. Despite it not cranking once a week, it's a pretty good car. That's the issue.
But I know what happened when I get that Joker cranked up. I know it.
But what happens when you got to be somewhere and it doesn't crank, like the playoffs? Remember last year how he looked? And that's the thing, Ocho. You talk about a guy that's going to miss 450 games. He would have missed more games than he played. I don't know. I mean, look, somebody's going to probably roll the dice, but the Sixers going to have to the Sixers going to have to like basically pay somebody with draft picks to take them off their hands. That's a lot of money over the next 4 years, Ocho, with his history.
It's a lot of money, right?
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to do. I see the problem, huh? I see the problem. Everybody talks about the problem. I'm just the one trying to find a solution. The solution that I just came up with, I mean, it sounds right to me, and it's a chance that a team is going to have to take. They're going to have to. You're going to have to take it. What you going to do? What you going to do? Or we're going to keep talking, circling back to the same conversation every single year. Somebody has to take a chance on him. And I have a feeling. I don't know why. I have a feeling and I have inclination that if he gets outside of the atmosphere in Philly, something's going to be different. I don't know what it may be. He just might need to change the scenery. I don't know.
Yeah. Just like when Greg Oden got outside of Portland, his knees were bad. It didn't matter where you go, unless he goes to the moon where that has no gravitational pull. It's going to be an issue. The problem is Daryl Morey gave him a contract when he didn't have to. He extended him when he didn't have to. Think about it, Ocho. He had 2 years left. The man limped into the playoffs. He was limping. And instead of requiring him to take time off and getting the knee fixed, they let him go to the Olympics. He came back from the Olympics. He was in worse shape than he was then when he left. So now I'm paying you. Unless the the USC, the USOC, the men's basketball team was paying, Joel Embiid would not have played in that game because his obligation is to the 76ers organization because that's who's paying your salary. Mm-hmm. So this notion that, I understand Joel Embiid because America has done so much for he and his family and has given him generational wealth for as long as his kids. Yes, sir. But no, Ocho, they saw him injured last year. At some point in time, I've got to put my foot down. You make the best decision for your kids. Even though they think they know best, no, I'm going to make this decision. The 76ers should have made the decision. Unfortunately, Joel Embiid, we're not going to be able to allow you to play. Because what have they gotten him, Ocho? This year is gone. This year is wasted, gone. They ain't getting this back. And guess what next year, Ocho? He'll be a year older with another surgery on that knee.
Listen, I tried. I just thought I thought about the best scenario. Obviously, the chat doesn't like it. You don't like it. Probably other people that are NBA advocates and enthusiasts of the game of basketball, they probably don't like it either. But I just know, from my knowledge of watching Embiid play, when he's on the court, I know what you get. I remember I was courtside. Remember I was courtside for the one Philly game I went to? Do you remember what he scored?
Yes.
70 ball. Mm-hmm. I seen it with my own eyes, in person. Unbelievable. In the post, mid-range, putting the ball on the floor, three-pointers. I seen him dominate a game, and that was my first and only 76ers game I've been to, which is why I'm advocating for him, But obviously, those with a little bit more knowledge of the game, especially you and especially those in the chat, I understand. I understand the injury history, but sometimes a change of scenery do wonders. Sometimes,
No, that's just with attitude. That's with attitude. They ain't with the injury history. But we'll see. Zion Williamson has reportedly made major strides in losing weight in recent months. He's currently weighing 264 pounds, which is the lightest he's weighed since the team drafted him in 2019. He's
How much you
listed at
weigh?
284. Huh?
How much you say you weigh?
264.
Okay, that's good weight. Yeah, that's good weight.
He's listed at 284 on NBA.com, meaning he's dropped significant amount of weight since the start of the season. He signed a 5-year, $197 million extension that he signed with the New Orleans in 2020. Comes with a handful of stipulations to protect the team from injury struggles or failure to maintain his weight. One such condition says that Zion must keep his combined weight and body fat percentage below 295 and guarantee 20% or to guarantee 20% of his salary for the next season. So let that sink in, Ocho.
So they got weight incentives on the salary?
Yeah, they got weight clauses. You
Weight
want this
okay,
bread?
right. Hey, I kind of like that. I kind of like that because if you have someone that's young, if you have someone that's young and he's struggling, you understand his dynamic and how great he is when he's on the court. He hadn't been on the court. Who has a problem with his weight? Who has a problem with injuries because of the weight he's carrying? Who has bunnies? You know, bunnies is hops. I'm just trying
I
to
know
show
what it is. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure you know what it is. Who has bunnies the way he is and having to bounce and pound the way he does? He's better suited at a much smaller weight than what he carries. So I like the clause that they have in this contract, forcing him to stay under. You want this money, young fella? I'm giving you an incentive to keep your weight down to where we feel you can play your best. I like it.
I can motivate you by fear. I can motivate you with money. But the only thing that's sustainable is self-motivation. Because you'll get enough money, then it won't move you. I can scare you enough, and then there's just idle threats. At the end of the day, if you're not a self-motivated person, there's no amount of money, because eventually you are what you repeatedly do. Therefore, it's not a singular act, it's a habit.
Hold on,
So all that stuff, there's a reason why. Go look at the greats. Forget the super ultra rich, but go look at the greats. LeBron James plays like he ain't got a dime. Michael Jordan played like he didn't have a dime. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, all those greats, Ray Lewis, Michael Strahan, Reggie White, all the greats.
Ocho.
Because see, it's not the money that's motivating them. It's self that's motivating them. I can feel you. I'm going to find you, Ocho. If you don't come, eventually, you become desensitized to being fine. You become desensitized at what point? How much money do I need?
Hey,
I just hope he gets it. Say, you know what? Damn it. Enough of this. This is embarrassing. I'm a professional athlete. And these people got to put clauses in my contract. I'm making $200 million, and they got to incentivize it just so I can get it. Let that sink in.
Yeah, I'm letting it sink. But listen, I'm trying to be a sponge right here, right? And you said something earlier. Now I didn't want to cut you off because you was preaching, but I need you to run that back. Now you say you are what you repeatedly what?
You are what you repeatedly do. Therefore, it's not a singular act. It's a habit.
Stay right there. Stay with me now, because I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that on my kids now. Next time they get out of the line, I'm gonna use that on my kids.
I see you.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that in preaching to my daughter. You know, I'm going to College Station.
Yes.
University of Kentucky is running a College Station down at Texas A&M. You know, so my daughter's running. So I'm gonna talk to her before the track meet, and I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna start off with that. You are what you repeatedly do. Okay.
Therefore, it's not a singular act. It's a habit.
And I need to make sure. I know you, baby. I know you probably watching. So you be ready. Be ready for this speech now. Got me getting on this plane. I need to see. I need you to PR something. Better bring it home.
But the money's gonna come. The money is gonna come. You think Michael Jordan thought he was going? Yeah. If somebody would have told Michael Jordan, Michael, this is what you're gonna be. Michael didn't do this because of money.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
But he played as if he was flat ass broke. Everything that you want, all you have to do is go out there. Look, the fans will appreciate a guy that gives it everything that he has, but that's not supremely talented, but they know that he or she is giving it everything they have, as opposed to somebody they know that's immensely talented, and they look at it like, man, he bull jiving. All that to waste the gift, to waste the gift, Ocho. You demean yourself.
Yeah.
You cheat yourself. I hope this is the one time in 2025 that Zion, God dang it, enough is enough.
Something got to click.
Let me go on and be what I'm supposed to be. An all-NBA, a perennial all-star. That's what he should be. A perennial, not just once and then 3 years later another. A perennial all-NBA, a perennial all-star. Every year he has that kind of ability.
Now, speaking of ability, speaking of what he should have been outside of being a perennial all-star, was he not supposed to be next in line to be the face of the NBA?
Yes.
Or am I tripping?
Yeah, he had that LeBron. LeBron had that buzz coming around out of college. Wemby. Now it's Wemby.
Right.
He ain't waiting. I know there's only one Michael Jordan, but look at the greats. You think Bird played for money? Just take the greats. Just take the greats. Attach any name to it. The money's gonna come. Because they look at you and see the NBA players, the NFL players, Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, whatever the case may be.
Ocho, yeah, go ahead.
It's really simple. I played like I was broke because any amount of money that I was getting was 15 times what I was making. And you mean to tell, hold on, Ocho, you mean to tell me you're going to pay me money for something I've done for free for 17 years and they make a dime. Now you going to pay me to do it?
Come on now. Come on.
Pop Warner, I ain't get a dime. JV, I ain't get a dime. High school, I ain't get a dime. College, I ain't get a dime. Now I get to this level, and y'all gonna pay me for something I did for free. Man, please.
And speaking of that, I like the fact that you just mentioned this, right? I like that you said Pee-wee, you didn't get paid.
No.
Junior high, you didn't get paid.
Nope.
High school, you didn't get paid. College, you didn't get paid. Well, never mind. That's a whole nother story anyway about college, but we're going to get back to that. But obviously, make it to the NFL, obviously, now you paying me to play a game that I played as a child, having fun and entertaining, and you mean to tell me, now I'm going to get to the rules of the NFL and how they like to control, the individualism. So now you mean to tell me when I get to the NFL and I'm playing the game the way I played it all my life, and now I make it to the highest level with the 1%ers, now you're telling me how the game should be played now that I made it. So why would I change, huh? And this goes back to you as well, because you used to get on me too about my style of play and the way I play the game.
Yeah.
And what's the first thing they take from us? What's the first thing they take from us when they want to keep us alive? Huh?
Money.
Why did they take our money? Because the NFL or any entity, and their only way to control the players or the people that work for them is by taking the money, because that's what they think they value most. But like you just said it, the money can always come, which is why I never changed, huh? I never changed. I ain't played football in 13, 14 years, because of you and some other entities that have afforded me the opportunity. Hell, I'm making more money now, and I ain't caught a touchdown in years.
That's how it should be.
Come on now.
But these guys, I don't understand, bro. Think about the money that you're making. These guys making 40, 50, 60, 70 million. That's on the court. Now they're making another 10, 15, 20 off the court.
Yeah.
So you're making $100 million. And all you got to do is say, you know what? I got to have my weight in between this and this. All I got to do is just play hard. You're not going to score 30 a night, but just play hard. Some guys they can't even give you that consistent effort. I don't get it. Alan Hahn said on Get Up this morning, you could argue Luka might be a better fit with LeBron than anybody he's ever played with, including DWade. Ocho, who do you believe is LeBron James' best partner?
It could be Kyrie. It could be DWade. It could be Luka. Obviously, listen, goddamn LeBron is like a fucking late. God, dog it, man. Sorry, Unc, my bad. LeBron is a Lego piece, Unc. You could plug him anywhere, and he gonna fit.
Mm-hmm.
You can plug him anywhere. You can put it with anybody, and it's gonna fit because LeBron is that he's just that great. LeBron is really that great where he can adjust his game depending on who he's playing with.
Yeah.
He can play off the ball. He can dominate the ball. He can bring the ball up. He can play point. He can do everything. So I understand what he's saying, but it's almost like diminishing LeBron's greatness and saying that look at it doesn't matter who he's playing with. He can adjust to the people that he's playing with. It doesn't matter, and he showed that. He did it with Kyrie. He did it with DWade. He won. He's gonna win with Luka. Obviously, there's some more pieces that need to be added to that puzzle before they get to that point to where they're back to their winning ways. But there's only so much time. Time is ticking, over there, which is why I like my idea of Embiid. We ain't got nothing to lose because you need a big.
But here's the thing: you get Embiid, and then you got to give him the rock. Luka needs the rock. Luka's going to have the ball more because Luka, as I said last night, Luka is better on the ball than he is off the ball. LeBron James needs the ball, but LeBron can play off the ball. You're going to see a lot of lobs. You see LeBron coming through like Batman with those lobs. You see LeBron getting out on the floor. He has somebody that he can trust wholeheartedly to run the offense and not ever have to come get the ball and say, I got it from here. Luka can do that.
Yeah, because he can create his own shot too, huh?
Luka can create. He's the best. What Luka can do, as opposed to what Luka can handle the ball, run the offense, get his own shot, get everybody else involved, and give you 40, 15, and 12.
Because he's efficient. But think about this, huh? I'm gonna go back to the Embiid thing one more time. Think about Luka being able to run the offense. Think about LeBron. Think about the offense, the way the offense is being run. Think about the spacing that is created because what they have offensively and what that would do for Embiid.
Right.
Not very many double teams.
Right.
Allowing you to sit in the paint, to do what you do best. And if, based on rotation, if you have to go mid-range or go three, you could do that. Then he doesn't have to do much running outside of going up and down in transition and playing defense.
Well, see, you got to be careful, Ocho, because two things can be true. Luka might be the better player individually, but that don't mean that he's the best player with LeBron as a duo.
Right. Because
you take one person that can sing over here, another person that can sing over there, and bring them together, and you might not get that beautiful. You might not get Tina Marie and Rick James. You might not get Stephanie Mills and Teddy Pendergrass. You see what I'm saying, Ocho? You might not get Barry White and Lisa Stanfield. Now, Lisa Stanfield's not the best singer ever. Barry is Barry. But when you put them together, been around the world and Ayesha Curry, y'all know what I'm talking about.
As good as LeBron and Luka are, at least you're going to get Peebo Bryson and Roberto Flack. Come on now. You're going to get that just because of who they are. And based on the resume and the great ones that LeBron has played with, regardless of who's better and who's that, they're still going to win because the duo, especially when you put them together, you know what you're getting.
We only got 4 games. Let's hold off before we say Luka and LeBron is the best. All the other duos, he won 2 championships with DWade. He won a championship with Kyrie. He won a championship with AD. Let's wait more than a game or 4 games before we decide. Okay, we good. Oh, Snoop says Luka a Crip. Look at what he posted on IG, Ocho. Luka.
Hey, who made that?
Snoop.
Who made that?
As a matter of fact, rest in peace, Roberta Flack just passed this morning. She was 88 years of age. So, Killing Me Softly is one of her songs, remade it, I'll Be Sure.
What you know about that?
Once upon a time, Ocho, once upon a time.
Yeah,
Ocho, check this out. If last year's theme for the Dallas Cowboys was all in, then the leader in 2025 is selectively aggressive. Stephen Jones said today, obviously, our goals historically have been to try and fill as many musts and needs before the draft so you can just pick the best player on your board. Didn't get that totally accomplished last year, but certainly that's always the goal. And every year is different in terms of what those musts and needs are. And then you have to have married what's in free agency versus where the draft is heavy and where can we help ourselves in the draft. Stephen also said one of our goals is to draft a quarterback. You know what I think one of our goals is to get a young quarterback in the draft. I don't know where that's going to be. That's why we gave a fourth for Trey. Hold on, Ocho, you just paid Dak. You gave up a fourth round to get Trey Lance, and you're going to go get another quarterback? But anyway, it seems like all quarterbacks, even guys in the fourth round, go in the first. They always go much higher than what you think.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You have a team in the NFC East, right? That's showing you the formula on how to do it the right way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They ain't too far from you. They showing you how to do it the right way. They right there in your division. Mr. Jones, both Mr. Joneses, Stephen and Jerry.
No,
you got
Killing Me
Howie.
Softly. Who sung Killing Me Softly? Was that the Fijis? The Fijis sung that, didn't they? Wasn't that with Lauryn Hill?
They did a rendition of it.
Yeah, that wasn't Al B. Sure. That was the Fijis. Did Al B. Sure sing Killing Me Softly too?
The Fugees.
Or was it just the Fijis?
The Fugees.
Just the Fugees.
Yeah,
I said the Fijis are Fugees.
Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, and
Bras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's who sung it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Back to what I was saying. Listen, I'm not sure. Listen, this has always been a copycat league.
It has.
I know it's always happened, at the playing level with offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators doing things that they saw work the previous week based on the team that they're playing. But ownership, they should do the same thing as well. It's a copycat league. Look at the team.
What smart owners do, Ocho.
Yeah. Talk to me now. Look at the team in your division on how they operate, off-season acquisitions, how they draft, understanding what they need, making all the right moves, showing you what being all in really means. That's what the Eagle organization does. Now, all we hear from Dallas, that has a star on the helmet, America's team, I might add, is all talk. All talk with no action. Again, here we go again, talking about what we're going to do. And then what they're saying makes absolutely no sense. When you just paid your quarterback, now you're thinking about going to get another quarterback. We need help on defense.
Ocho, but here's the thing. You just traded a fourth round pick for Trey Lance. I thought that was supposed to be your bridge. That was supposed to be the guy that, okay, he's in your system. You're working with him. And now you talk about going to get another quarterback?
They don't. Listen, I'm in no position because I don't own a football team. I've never been in a position to own one, and I don't know what it's like to run one. But I know when you're making the wrong decisions just by what you're saying and talking about. That ain't it. I've watched the Cowboys for years. I've watched the Cowboys last year. I watched them the previous year. I know they're good. They're good. I also know what they need to get over the hump.
Why y'all over there bumping y'all gun talking about the Fugees? Al B. Sure did sing Killing Me Softly, and he sung it before the Fugees. Just so we clear.
Wait,
I know y'all wasn't around in the 80s, but Al B. Sure sung Killing Me Softly also. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, the chat was on you,
Unc? Because the Fugees, and they got I can't believe Unc missed that one. Now go run it back. Chat, now come on now. Because y'all quick. But you know what I noticed, Ocho? When you and I make a mistake, they quick. But they won't jump back in the chat when we right and say, you know what, Uncle Ocho, y'all was right.
But I don't think anybody in the chat right now is of our age, huh? They want to listen to Al B. Sure back then. They want to listen to the Roberta Flack and Peebo Bryson and some of the people that you naming. I think everybody in the chat, they might have been born, 2000.
Yesterday.
2005. Yeah, yesterday.
I ain't never seen somebody born in 2020 and know more than everybody.
Nah. Mm-mm.
They figure if it didn't happen when they were in their lifetime, Ocho, man, that didn't happen. That wasn't even no music. They ain't even play no football. We just got football 2 years ago. Damn. Al B. Sure was like, I don't know if y'all know this, but Al B. Sure was like that. He had
Oh,
that
yeah,
one. Hey,
he was that boy now.
oh, for sure.
He was that boy.
Yeah, man. Al B was like that. I used to like listen to the old Terrence Trent D'Arby too. Sign my name across my heart. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Yeah. Wish you well. All that. That was me, Ocho. That was me.
I got you. I'm with you when you're right now.
But
Listen,
you,
that's the kind
at the,
hey, listen, that's the kind of music. That's the kind of music had you in your feelings now. Had
yeah,
you think about your
had me in
work.
something else too. She was feeling it. Yeah. Why you don't that, Ocho? I'm just saying, Ocho. I was in something. I can feel it.
Hell no.
Uh, uh, look, I don't get the cop because they wait till the last minute. When you first signed that, what you should have done, you cannot wait because you let Jared Goff and you let Walkie to him Wentz. They were the first two picks in the draft. They got signing bonuses, and Jerry let their teams sign them before he signed Dak, and thought he was going to get Dak at that price. No, Dak is not going to give you the price because they got security. So they're willing to give the team a little discount because they gave them security 2 years before they had to. You make Dak go all the way to the end, and you think that man's going to give you a hometown discount? He's not. Okay, absolutely. You wait again. You don't re-sign. You don't re-up him early. You make him play the contract basically damn near all the way out. Now you got $60 million. Now he damn near $90 million against the cap. CeeDee Lamb, you wait till the umpteenth hour. The same thing you do with Michael Parsons. Wait until the umpteenth hour. And you wonder why you don't have wiggle room. Even with the cap going up somewhere between 20 and 25 million, you don't have wiggle room because you put yourself all the way up against the wall, which leaves you very little room that you can play with. Look at the Eagles, what they do. They sign their guys real early. Now people are like, man, they gave them a bunch of money 2 years into the contract. Now they're playing for 10, 15 million less than market value. Because what did Jalen Hurts get? 50 million? Now the going rate 60s. But going rate about to be 62, 65. Now you got Jalen Hurts. You got a quarterback, just won your Super Bowl on a $50 million contract.
And still got wiggle room. Still got wiggle room.
Yes. So I don't listen. I don't know what Jerry's doing. I don't know what Steven sometimes comes out and sounds worse than Jerry. But what do we know, Ocho? I mean, they're going to keep doing it their way. They see what it's getting them, nothing. But there's no incentive. There's no incentive, Ocho, because I'm going to make $300 million. Yeah.
They still getting their money.
They still getting their money. So I don't I don't get the Cowboys. I don't know. I don't really. Sometimes I wonder what they're doing. Sometimes I wonder if they know what they're doing, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I don't know. I don't know. I think they continue to do the talking because they know as soon as somebody say something, it's gonna make headlines.
What Jared said,
they're gonna dominate the airwave.
Any publicity is good publicity for Jerry.
You know, it'd be good to have that publicity in season, in the playoffs. Can you imagine the Cowboys not only in the playoffs, but being in San Francisco next year? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? What that would do for Jerry and the money that he likes? You think you're making headlines now? Man, imagine.
Well, we ain't got. Guess what? Guess what? We don't have to worry about.
What?
Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
You never know. You
You
never
do
know.
know.
Listen to this. Stay with me real quick. Now you draft well. You get some offseason acquisitions in there defensively. You get your number two. You get your number 2 receiver, a good number 2 receiver. Almost there's a receiver that I'm not even gonna say no names. There's a receiver out there that you can go get where it would be a 1A and a 1B. He wouldn't even be no number 2. You have a 1A and a 1B. That takes some of the pressure off of that.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho.
Talk to me.
What does number 2 receivers cost? Money. What is the Cowboys unwilling to spend in free agency? Money. If you're not going to spend $8 million to get Derrick Henry, when the going rate is about 11 to 12 for a running back, what makes you think you're going to spend 25 to 30 million on a number 2 receiver?
Hey, listen, I know what the problem is, and I have a solution. Now, whether they want to execute it or not, then so be it.
You know what the problem is. And they're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything to try and solve it, because solving problems costs money.
Yeah.
If your house leaking, you're like, you know what the problem is. Are you going to spend money to get the roof fixed? Just because you know what the problem is, what are you going to do to solve the problem? That's the better question. What are you going to do to solve it, Ocho? Yeah, I'm curious.
Hey, listen, the Eagles do it every goddamn year. The Eagles do it every season. They do it every offseason. The Eagles do it every offseason. We see the Eagles organization do it every offseason. So it shouldn't be no problem for the Cowboys to do it. The answer is right there. They right there down the street. They showing you how to do it. The formula is right there in front of you every offseason.
Because the Eagles understand, Ocho, they've got to spend money in order for them to make money. Jerry doesn't have to spend money. He has the most valuable sports franchise in the world. If you talk about Barcelona, you talk about Man U, whatever.
Real Madrid.
Garment, it does not matter. If you talk about a sports franchise, the Cowboys are the most valuable. And it's not even close.
Yeah.
Just so we know, it's not close. So there's really no incentive for him to spend money. Plus, we're going to talk about him regardless. The Eagles hired Roseman. Are you saying Jerry Jones is as good a GM as Howie? Or is DeCosta or Ozzie that's in Baltimore? Hell no. Absolutely not. Or Brett Veach in Kansas City? Absolutely not. Bean, I think Bean is in Buffalo. Man, look, Jerry just be talking, and we listen to him. But guess what? Guess what I ain't got to listen to him on? Media Day. You know that night when both teams go at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And they go, we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about it. We'll be there. I know somebody be at the Super Bowl next year.
Who?
And I know somebody who won't. Us.
I'll be there.
Ocho, the NFL team who proposed rule change to ban the tush push outed as the Packers. Lane Johnson reacted on Twitter with the crying laughing emoji. Diana Rossini said the Green Bay Packers are the team that submitted a proposal to the NFL's competition committee to ban the tush push, per sources.
So is that the only team? One team?
That's all it takes.
Wait, got to take more than one team. Mark is 32 up.
No, it takes one team to propose it. Now you can send it to the competition committee. Now they get to decide after that. But it'll take 5 teams. Now it may take 20 something of the owners to vote it and says it's banned.
Okay. I see.
But not to bring it forward. It only takes one team.
Listen, I mean, the funny thing about it, every team can do the tush push. Every team can do it. Every team can do it. Now everybody can't execute it the way the Eagles can.
Yeah, because you ain't got a quarterback that squats 600 pounds and have that kind of leg drive.
And also, you don't have an offensive line like that either. They also don't have an offensive line like the Eagles.
Nope.
You got to think with them boys average, height-wise and weight-wise.
Oh, they're big fellas. They're some big fellas. I mean, you got Lane Johnson at 6'6". You got Milot at 6'8". You got Dickerson at 6'5", 6'6". Mm-hmm. You got Jurgensen, probably 6'4", 6'5". You got Mekhi Becton at 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah.
You probably going 350, 340, 330, 320. Lane probably 325.
The funny thing about it, They mess around and ban the tush push, and goddamn the Eagles, they can go in the heavy set and still get the first down.
Mm-hmm.
They can go in the base, 2 tight end, still get the first down. Then what? It's gonna be the same thing. If it's close, if it's 4th and 1, 3rd and 1, they gonna do the same thing.
Well, it used to be you couldn't push the runner because it was called, you throw a flag or you call it aiding the runner.
Right.
Now they said you can push him, but you can't pull him.
Right.
Like you see in college, they'll pull the running back on the receiver.
Yeah.
In NFL, you're not supposed to be able to do that. But look, stop it. Somebody doing something, stop it.
That's it.
That's all you got to do. You got to stop it.
There's no other formula.
Ocho, the NFL dynamic kickoff format was a controversial addition in 2024 season, maybe getting a few tweaks going forward. The NFL Competition Committee co-chair Rich McKay told reporters that the league is looking at ways to increase the number of return kicks and investigate different ways to either make onside kicks more possible to recover or potentially replace them altogether. I told you what they tried to do, didn't I? Didn't I tell you they were trying to get that up out of there? Because there's still collision. They try to get away the collision. They say a lot of the concussions were happening on kick. Now, they want to get the punt out there too. Because you know what? You generate that speed. Think about the speed that those gunners and those guys that's blocking all of a sudden generate.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Ocho,
how they gonna do that?
Let me finish reading what Judy Batista said. Onside kicks committee and special team coaches are looking at tweaking the formation to make it possible to recover onside kicks. The historical rate topped out at 13.5% recovered by the kicking team. So that would be a goal at most. McKay believes teams will look at 4th and 15, 4th and 20 play in place of the onside kick, although it pointed out it needs 24 votes to pass. Now, why would you go? Now, if the onside kick was so much more easy than 4th and 15 and 4th and 20, why would they do that, Ocho?
I don't know. They messing. They listen.
Ocho, you don't mind if I dust my awards off while you answer that question for the chat? Go ahead, Ocho.
Hold on, Unc. Hey, Unc. The game that I've grown to love, the game that I've grown to love is changing right before my eyes. I know that. Is it changing for the better or is it changing for the worse? That's the question I want to ask. Chat, is the game of football changing for the better or changing for the worse?
Ocho, I just asked you a simple question. I want you to explain it to the chat. If 4th and 15, 4th and 20 is so much more difficult than the onside kick, why would they use that as opposed to the onside kick? That's all I'm asking. If you could answer me that, that's it.
I don't know, sir. I don't know.
You and I had a very heated and compassionate discussion.
It was. But right now, the fact that they even imposed this, I don't know what to say. But I think what they're doing to the game that I've grown to love, the game that I watched as a kid growing up, the game that I've grown to always want to be and admire the players that played it, and looking as a little kid and watching on TV, you know what? I want to go and do this. That game is not the same anymore, Unc. I don't know what they're doing. There's only so much you could do, because the game of football, the players are getting bigger, faster, and stronger. The dimensions of the field are not going to change. So they're trying to make all these tweaks and changes to the game of football to protect the players, but the things that need to change aren't. How about starting with the field, making the field a little bigger? How about that? There's only
they're not going to do that.
Do. Listen, Unc, this is a violent sport. It's a barbaric sport. I mean,
I played for 14 years. I know. I got the scars to say it was violent.
What are they gonna do? There's only so much you can do. You can only tweak it so much before at some point you can't even call it football anymore.
I look, I know where this was heading, because every year they're talking about ways to decrease concussions, and they say on the special teams is when most of the concussions, a lot of the concussions, the high rate of the concussions occur. How can we get it out?
With flags?
How can we get the concussion? How can we get it out, Ocho?
I just
all
told
the
you.
while trying to keep, you can't, how you gonna get it out?
Flags.
How?
Take the helmets off. Take the helmets off and play flag.
Oh no, hell no.
Well, that's what it's coming down to anyway. Might as well. You want to make the NFL a flag football league. No concussions. All you're doing is pulling flags.
Okay. We'll see. I tell you what, we're gonna revisit this in a second, Ocho. Now it's time to welcome Super Bowl champion. In 15 games this season, he had a pick, a forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, 4 passes defended, 80 solo tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 6 QB hits from the University of Georgia. Now he was a national champ, and now he's a Super Bowl champ. Let's welcome Nakobe Dean. Cole, what's up?
What's up? What's up? Appreciate it.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I can't complain.
Super Bowl champ.
What's up? What's up? You good?
Chilling. Oh, let me go first, man. You always
go ahead.
First, man. Hey, listen. I want to know, as someone, obviously I felt I was okay in the game of football, but I ain't never won nothing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Listen, I never won a national championship, in college. I've never won a Super Bowl. I want to know what it feels like. I'm sure it was probably a childhood dream, obviously, to make it to the NFL, but to win a national championship and to win a Super Bowl in such a short amount of time, bro, what'd that feel like? Tell me what it feel like, because I don't know.
I finna say it's surreal in a sense, because it's like, damn, it's like it's something that you kind of work towards all the time.
Yes,
but then like you sometimes you be thinking like them losses gonna make you hungry and make you go harder, but them wins, it's gonna drive you differently. Like getting to the Super Bowl, you win that motherfucker, you celebrate with your guys, and then it's like you want to get back.
Yeah,
you want to get back. So of course, but no, it's definitely a surreal feeling. It's a blessing for sure.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Cole, man, I know what you're talking about, Cole. I know what you're talking about, man. Ain't nothing like that feeling, man. Hey, man, Ocho, I'm talking to my man.
That's not necessary. That's not necessary.
Me and this man, we having a conversation, Ocho. I will get back to you in a second.
You ain't played for the Eagles. Why you got the helmet up there?
He got the helmet up there. Who helmet is it?
Whoa. This Super Bowl champ, the Super Bowl champ.
Oh,
we having a conversation. Hey, Kobe. Hey, me and you go, let's whisper, because we don't want Ocho to hear what we talking about. Man, Kobe, you played extremely well this year. You was having an outstanding season. You get down. Did you know when you went down, did you know that the seriousness of your injury?
I didn't. I felt like my knee just buckled. And then I kind of looked down, I see my kneecap on top of my thigh. Yeah, so I sat down and I pushed my kneecap back in and I stand up. I'm like, all right, as soon as I stand up, it popped back out. And I push it back in. I'm like, all right, I'm walking off the field. I'm thinking, okay, it's dislocated. Give me a brace. And then it just kind of blew up like a balloon. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, damn. But, I mean, it's all good. I mean, I had an injury before. God got me. I'm going to be back better than ever.
Right.
Yeah. How is rehab going right now? Are you back running? What do you think? Your strength, your lower extremities, are they back almost normal a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, we getting there. It's I'm 5 weeks. I'll be 5 weeks out from surgery Wednesday. I'll be 5 weeks out from surgery Wednesday. So by week 6 it's gonna take off, because it's a protocol you gotta follow. It's slow in the beginning, then it pick up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cole, let me ask you this. Last year, you guys struggled defensively.
Yeah.
You couldn't get off the field. You couldn't rush the quarterback. You seemingly couldn't do anything. You bring in Vic Fangio, and in one season, I can't remember a time that a defense has done a 180 like you guys did. What do you think the biggest difference was between last year and this year's Super Bowl outstanding defense?
I feel like it was a buy-in. It was a buy-in from the guys. I mean, you got Vic, who been in the game for a long time. Then you got we was one of the youngest defenses in the league. So it was like everybody kind of we all looked at each other like we ain't really done nothing. So we just kind of bought into what because Vic kind of came in with like a older head mentality, like doing OTA.
No nonsense.
So it was like we were doing the at first with Sirianni, like my first 2 years, it was like, OTAs was cool. I mean, like they ain't really pushed us as much. It wasn't as hard. Training camp wasn't that hard. And then Vic he got us doing conditioning drills, doing OTAs. We like, what? But we bought into it. That's why you see somebody like Jalen Carter able to play 100% of snaps. Like, you don't really see that from defensive linemen. So it's just like, and now that we seen it work, I mean, shit. the sky ain't even the limit for how good any of those guys us could be on defense.
I agree with you. I said that last year. I felt if Jalen Carter got some shape, I say he has the ability. He has the ability. He has Reggie White potential. I'm not saying he's going to be that, but you watch him, the way he can rush the quarterback, he can bully, he can rip. He's tremendous first step. He can stop the run. He has no weakness. It's all in here and up here. And he got himself in shape, and he was dominant.
It was definitely it was great to see because I've been playing with him since college. So and JC also got like a I don't know. You get out there, you kind of see them linemen be a little scared of him because he coming out the gate first before the first snap, and he talking. They in the huddle. He yelling. He got a little different kind of shit.
He got a little screw loose up there.
He talk a little different shit than BG. So you can kind of tell that the lineman's scared. Like he'll look at the lineman and say, "Yeah, he's scared. He's scared." He's like pointing at him, and the lineman just kind of just ain't saying nothing to him. He's like, "Yeah, you know he got him."
Yeah, that's funny. When you think about it, most of the time, there are not very many offensive linemen that really talk back in general. They always, for some reason, they always focus, don't really do the trash talking, especially back to the D lineman. I used to get myself in trouble during my day because I would talk trash in TV timeout. The closest people to me would be the defensive lineman, TV time, and I'm like going across the thing, and the referee would always tell me to back up, and my left and right tackle would always tell me, Chad, don't wake them boys up because you ain't got to deal with them in the trenches. Don't. But I got a question for you, man. What's the toughest part about playing linebacker as opposed to in college and the difference in playing in the NFL? What's the difference outside of the speed of the game?
For me, I feel like the toughest part is I feel like linebacker should be the general on the defense. You should be the one. You should be the one lining everybody up, or not necessarily lining everybody up, but kind of like you should be like the battery pack, the get everybody going. You the glue in a sense. We like to call ourselves the glue. Like we run with 4-3 and we bang with 350. So I feel like being linebackers, we got to be able to do all that, and we got to also be able to keep everybody kind of like when JC a chance to get the mile from now. We don't want that 15-yard penalty. I gotta tell them to chill out.
You got to calm everybody down.
You gotta have the respect from the other guys of the defense to be able to even have the green light and make the calls and everything. And I feel like as a linebacker, you shouldn't like shy away from that. You should want to embrace something like that and go for it. So I feel like that's the toughest part, not even just playing the game, because if you can play, you can play.
Yeah.
How did playing at a program like the University of Georgia? Because Kirby, he came from Coach Saban, and and Kirby, no nonsense. You got to grind. You got to thump the Cove. He ain't no walkthrough practice. You thumping. He old school. Yeah, so how did playing at the University of Georgia prepare you to play for the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL?
It gave me that like a different type of, I say, give a fuck factor. Just cause it's like you playing in somewhere like Georgia, I ain't had the NIL either, so you ain't had that money coming in. So you had to be playing. You had to be playing to get to the league, or you really had to love it, because we was banging every day. We was banging every day, and it kind of made me grow up and be mature in the sense of no matter what you're doing outside of ball, when it comes to being in that building, you gotta perform. And the people inside that building don't care about what you got go. Well, in a sense, they don't care about what you got going if you ain't performing. So it's like, and Kirby told me that early on, because I was big on school. I was an engineering major, so I was up all night.
Oh, me too.
Like, I was up all night. So you ain't on
the engineering scholarship, Kobe. That's what Kirby probably told you.
Well, I'll tell y'all a story. It was my freshman year. I came in early. It was springtime, and I had first got there. I'm out late partying with the guys, and then I'm staying up late doing homework. Then it's like spring practice, so I'm in the meetings.
Dozing off.
Kirby coming to me. He say, man, this before practice. He say, man, I know you working hard. You got the engineering. You're trying to find your way. And I know it's hard right now because the defense is hard, but I don't give a fuck. That's exactly what he told me. He said he don't care. He said, hey, He said, when you come out here, I need you focused. When you come in the meetings, I need you focused. I need you up. So, and that kind of, I always remember that. If I don't remember nothing else Kirby told me, I remember that. And it helped me do everything with my business and all that. So it's like, they don't care. They don't care till you make it.
It's a performance-based league.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All that other stuff, where you came from, Buckets Award, Lombardi, Outland Trophy, Heisman Trophy, they don't give a D about that. You better be able to perform, or they're going to get your you-know-what up out that building.
Out of there, most definitely. Hey, listen, who are some of the linebackers, bro? You know, obviously I've had players that I look up to and actually studied and tried to model my game after before I made it to the league and tried to do what they did once I got there. Who are some linebackers, past or present, that you studied or model your game after?
Well, I used to. I'm towards the shorter end. I'm a little bit under 6 foot, so I used to look at guys like Eric Kendricks, who was a little. He was kind of like unorthodox in the footwork and everything. I, of course, used to look at Ray. I used to look at Derrick Brooks. Roquan, who came right before me. I like because he's just like a pure linebacker. He plays like those guys mostly. And I used to study like Darius Leonard as far as like punching the ball out and everything like that. But of course, he real long kind of guy.
Long.
Yeah, Paul. But he real I used to study him as far as like getting turnovers. Fred, of course. Just those guys and many more. I used to study safeties too, like Palu Malu. Not like I wasn't gonna play safety, but it's just like you kind of study the guys that you like to play the game. Like you study James Harrison, even though he was out the edge, he towards my fault.
I know where I'm whoop. Hey, listen, it's okay. Hey, I'm gonna whoop him. You good. I'm gonna whoop him. Go ahead.
But I used to stay like James Harrison, like the physicality of the game and everything like that. I just feel like as a linebacker, with the NFL and the league trying to take some of the physicality out of the game, is on us to bring it back, you know, and do it our way, not trying to get fined and anything like the hip drop. That's BS.
Let me ask you this, Nakobe.
Hold on. You taking all my questions, man.
Go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I got one more question. Now for you, for somebody as young as you, and I'm thinking about just me because I've never won anything, you know. So if you won so much so early in life, you got so much left in your career, how do you define success for yourself as a player and a linebacker when you've already won a national championship, you won a Super Bowl already? So what else is left on the plate outside of personal goals?
Outside of personal goals, you kind of chasing greatness. You want to, like I said, when you win that first natty, you win that first Super Bowl, you want to keep winning. It all starts over. You don't want to like, okay. If I want to play a decade in the league, I just finished my 3rd year, so I at least got 7 more years. At the beginning of every year, my goal is to be the best linebacker in the league and to win a Super Bowl, to have the top defense in the league. So. And that's kind of what you do with everything, to be honest. You set your goals for yourself and you just try to push towards it. So I don't downplay them. I don't care how many times I did it. If I want it, I'm gonna go get it.
That's up. I like that.
Let me ask you this. The rule now, they're trying to get the tush push banned. Have you guys been able to stop the tush push in practice? How many times have you guys stopped it in practice?
They don't do that in practice. Y'all know we ain't doing that in practice. They I always joke with some of the old linemen, like, y'all know y'all wouldn't be able to do that against us. I always joke against them, but man, look, if somebody don't like it, they're gonna try to ban it. So I say keep it, of course, but for bias.
Make them stop it.
Yeah, for bias reasons. I'm a defensive guy, so it's like I don't care at this point in the league. It's not too much stuff. I'm not gonna look at someone on the offensive side of the ball and be like, "Oh, they need to ban this because it's bad football." Like, nah, we on defense. We're gonna figure it out. We get paid to stop. We get paid to stop offenses. We get paid for them not to score. So we're gonna try to figure it out.
And that's the problem. The people in positions of power don't have the mentality like you have, or the mentality like the players have, you know, especially those that are part of the competition committee. They trying to do away with stuff simply because you can't stop it.
Exactly.
But neither here nor there.
Dynasty, repeat, Eagles.
Yeah.
Y'all won the Super Bowl. Y'all about to run it back?
Like I said, at the beginning of every year, the goal is a Super Bowl.
It is.
There it is.
Nakobe, we appreciate your time, man. Thanks for stopping by. Congratulations. Great college career. Great start to your NFL career. National champ, Super Bowl champ. Hey, hopefully we have you back on here again next year, and you're back-to-back Super Bowl champ. Congratulations, man. Continued success and speedy recovery.
So appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro.
Ocho, I need some of them 85 too.
Oh, I got you, boy. I got you. I'm gonna send it to you. I know how to get in touch with you now.
Man, love, appreciate you.
Have a good one, bro.
You too.
Nakobe Dean.
Hey, that was dope. But young bull don't want a natty, he don't want a Super Bowl, and I am empty-handed, boy. Listen, I won some on Madden, but it's not the same feeling, man. Like it kind of made me feel bad. That kind of made me feel bad the way y'all was like the camaraderie y'all had because both of y'all got a ring.
Look, Ocho, everybody ain't a whole lot of Heisman Trophy winners in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Ain't a whole lot of Heisman Trophy winners that won Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Bro, so you want the guy to give you the Heisman Trophy, national champion, rookie of the year, Super Bowl, league MVP, damn! First pick in the draft. Cam won Heisman, national championship. He's rookie of the year, MVP. Then win the Super Bowl. He's pretty good. Marcus Allen. Now Marcus won rookie of the year, Heisman, national championship, MVP, league MVP, Super Bowl MVP. But he's one of the few. It doesn't happen. A lot of great things have to happen, Ocho, for you to have. Obviously, the Heisman Trophy, your team has to be good, but that's an individual award. But once you start getting up to that level, to have team success, because one play can ruin it all. But it was great talking to young fella.
That was dope.
Georgia boy doing what we do, win. Ocho, Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty will only participate in medical evaluation and team interviews in the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine. Jeanty will go through on-field drills at Boise State Pro Day instead. The 21-year-old is coming off a stellar 2024 season and with the Broncos finishing second in the Heisman voting. Jeanty led the country in rushing with 2,601 rush yards on 374 carries, scoring 30 total touchdowns. You like this, Ocho?
Goddamn. I almost did it again, but I caught myself real quick. Yes, of course I like it. There's certain people that don't have to go and perform at the NFL Combine in front of all the scouts. You know why, Unc? Because everything you need to see is on film where it actually counts, not in shorts and shirts and a pair of cleats. That don't mean nothing. What does it look like when I turn the film on? What do you give me? How do you help my team? I'm going to start there. How do you help my team when I turn the film on? Do you pop out on film?
Yep.
He does just that. That's for all 32 teams. Now, there are teams that have running backs and that position is solidified already, and they might not need Jeanty. There's no need for him to do anything at the Combine that they can turn the film on and go see for themselves. He had a phenomenal career, especially senior season. There's nothing for him to prove at the Combine. Now, what I think that he needs to do is he needs to run a phenomenal 40. You need to run a great 40. And even if he chooses not to do that, he might not even have to do that. There are very few players that are coming out in the draft that don't need to do anything. Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, who are deciding to do stuff anyway because the film, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Jeanty, Abdul Carter, and maybe one or two others. But those individuals, they don't have to do anything because the resume speaks for itself and they've already put the film out. So there's nothing for them to do in shorts and shirt and a freaking pair of cleats.
So you like him okay, let me go to a familiar setting.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to have to show that I can catch the ball. I can be a 3-down back. But I agree. Look, I don't think he has to run. Look, at the end of the day, somebody got those 2,600 rush yards.
Yeah.
Emmitt Smith ain't run no 4.5. He did okay.
Yeah.
You'd love to have a guy like, normally, with the exception of Chris Johnson, how many guys? AP ran blistering time. But, I need a guy with vision, and I need a guy with balance.
And he got just that. He got just that.
We good. If he can do that,
Mhm.
he
And you
can
know
play.
what? Add this to it. And they also need a guy with the first man ain't gonna bring him down.
I think the other thing, I want to see him in pass protection. Because you know what happens, Ocho? You put your back in there and he can't protect, they're going to blitz his ass every single time.
Mm.
They're going to blitz him. I got to.
Mm-hmm.
And if you scared, I'm going to sit you in the quarterback's lap.
Mm-hmm.
See, blocking is all about technique and understand.
Yeah.
Know who you got.
Mm-hmm.
Cut the distance down. Make the guy come through you. Because, see, the more distance you have, the more he's going to be doing all this, Ocho.
Yeah. You got to close
I'm going to close
way.
that distance. If I got you in the A or the B gap, I'm going to be right there. Well, you can't do all that. You got to come through this little gap. And I'm going to tee off on your ass.
Unc, you just cursed.
Well, ass ain't no cuss word, but okay. but that's what you have to do. Yeah. But I think the kid can play. I think the kid, after what we saw last year, Ocho, from the running backs, the resurgence of that position. You had a 2,000-yard rusher, a 1,900-yard rusher, a couple of guys that was well over 1,200.
Mm-hmm. Now you wait a minute now. Remember the guys that were over 1,200 and the 2019-yard rusher. These are the elite backs. These are upper echelon backs in the NFL. These ain't just no anybody's now.
Give me the top 15 backs, because there are a lot of guys that was way up there. Huh? No. The this year's the top. Give me the top rushers.
Oh yeah.
It's
What you got?
Good. Boy, Ashes, Lord have mercy. For somebody knows so much about computers, ain't no Wi-Fi. That's the Wi-Fi. That's the Wi-Fi. That's the Wi-Fi fault. I don't see nothing. Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Rico Dowdle, Tony Pollard, James Conner, Bucky Irvin, Aaron Jones, Chuba Hubbard. I mean, are those elite backs? Because you told me it was just the elite. They all went over 1,000. Joe Mixon went over 1,000 in 14 games. A lot of these guys went over 1,000 yards in 15 and 16 games. Jonathan Taylor had 1,400 yards in 14 games.
Are we setting the bar for greatness at 1,000 yards now?
I'm saying the running back has had a resurgence. Remember, they weren't taking running backs in the first round. Didn't nobody? The mere fact that Derrick Henry went for $8 million, what does that tell you about the running back position? Joe Mixon got released. What does that tell you?
Yeah, they don't value the running back position, but obviously these players went to places where they were used correctly, where they were used the right way, where they saw value in what they were able to bring to that team and that offense.
They had what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They had 5 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 guys rushed for at least 1,400 yards.
Yeah.
Another guy, Josh Jacobs, had 1,300.
Yeah.
Kyron Williams was a yard short of 1,300. And then you had like 5 guys that go over 1,100. And then you had another, Joe. So you had 15 guys, Ocho, that go over at least 1,000 yards. Now look, 1,000 yards. 1,000 yards was the measuring stick, Ocho, when it was 12 games.
Yeah.
That's what everybody was excited about. And even when it went to 14 games, it's like, okay, now you're doing something.
Right.
Now, a little luster has left the 1,000-yard, Ocho, because if you average it out, that's like 60 yards, a little over 60 yards a game. Mm-hmm. So when it was 12 and somebody got 1,000 yards, he put in work.
Put in work, yes, sir.
Even when you went to 14 games. But the running back has had a resurgence, and we talked to James Cook, who had the call, and the running back's like, hey, we need to get this thing back to respectability. The running back, we need to hold our part. And for the most part, they did it. Bijan Robinson had over 1,400 yards. Derrick Henry had 1,900. It's the first time a 1,900-yard rusher did not lead the league in rushing. Just goes to show you what type of season Saquon had. Ocho, Ayesha Curry says her marriage to Steph comes before their 4 kids. I think for us, our relationship always comes first. Then we're parents. And that works for us because then you have 2 happy people raising kids in a house. So family sector in our lives always comes first. Ocho, like, dislike, you see, you understand.
Hey, listen, I don't know the rules of marriage. I don't know the rules of marriage, you know, and or the guideline of the rule book, and as a wife on the way you're supposed to conduct yourself and the way things are supposed to go. But I'm assuming if Ayesha Curry is saying it, that is the way it's supposed to go. Now, my grandmother's no longer here to correct me if I'm wrong. My mother is no longer here to correct me if I'm wrong. So for me to be able to answer that question, I'm assuming that's the way things are supposed to go. Always husband first and kids after that.
Yeah, a lot of therapists say that. Go ahead.
Okay, now I was just going to ask you. I've seen many scenarios. I'm not sure if you've seen them on Twitter before. If your wife is in trouble and your child is in trouble, you know, who do you save first? I've seen many scenarios like that, and this almost not sound similar to that, but how Ayesha is picking the husband first. You know, in general, in any scenario, and the kids come
unified front.
Okay.
I mean, look, to each his own. Look, Ocho, I do my very best to stay out of people's homes,
Right.
their relationships, how they do things, because a lot of people, you know, hey, man, I can't believe you did that to your daughter. I can't believe that's how you was, but that's how I was. That's my home. That's how I raised. That's how I brought my kids up. So somebody else, I believe that's a great way to do things. We first. We're gonna make sure we're happy. Then if we're happy, everything is unison with us. The kids gonna be Gucci.
Yeah. But
obviously, some people say no. The kids first. Kids come first. Well, I know in my grandma, it wasn't no kids first. It was Papa first.
Right. Oh, so even back then, that's the traditional.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. What? Barney Porter ate first.
Right.
He got what he wanted to watch, and now we watched what he wanted to watch. Now, as the girls got older, my aunts and them got older, they ain't want to watch the news all night.
Right.
So when he come home, we already know we had to turn the TV.
Right.
So he be home, they come sit down, and you know he wouldn't turn. They get up and go in the room. All right, come back. Y'all can watch what the hell y'all want.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody want to watch no Raw the Concat and David Brinkley. They don't watch no news all night.
Right.
But you know, as you get older, Ocho, he wasn't interested in anything else. I mean, he used to love westerns. Western when I was a kid, Ocho, the westerns were good. Gunsmoke and all big. You know, I think Big Valley was another one. But yeah, that's the way my grandfather and grandmother was. My granny came first to him. Obviously, Barney Porter came first in everything, and the kids came next.
Right.
That's how it was. It wasn't if you ask Papa something and he said no, you go ask Granny.
No.
Boy, you got killed for that.
Nah, that don't work. That ain't work. When I was young. Now there would be some times where I ask my grandma something, and then she suggests, "How about you go ask your grandfather?"
Mm-hmm.
But she's not gonna say no and think I'm finna turn around and go ask my grandfather. Man, please, not in that household.
She already just say go ask your Papa.
Mm-hmm. And the funny thing,
because she wasn't gonna say yeah or nay anyway.
Yeah.
It's him. He
gonna say no anyway.
And if he said no, that was the end of it, Ocho.
That's it.
You might run to man, can't do nothing. What?
Say that under who breath? Yeah, okay.
Oh man, but hey, look here. He quick. My grandfather told my aunts all the time. He said, "Don't grumble and stay. Grumble and leave." He said, "Tell me what a mofo I am at your place.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm a no good. You know what at my place. Get your own."
I ain't want no problem because I ain't had.
Ocho, you gonna love this one, Ocho. This was I made sure I picked this especially for you.
Hold on, hold
Ocho,
on. We get comfortable.
There's a woman. She got married.
Okay.
She's vegan. The wedding was all vegan. Take a look.
Sense that they have an all vegan wedding. After her family ordered pizzas instead of eating her $15,000 vegan wedding catering. The bride shared on Reddit that her and her now husband have been vegan for the past 3 years, so it only made sense that they have an all vegan wedding reception. Wedding came around, everything was going according to plan until the bride noticed that her brother Tom was not in his assigned seat during the reception. 20 minutes later, Tom returned carrying 20 boxes of pizza with his cousins and distributed it to the guests, saying that it was real food.
Ocho?
Well, hold on now. Now that's the bride fault. That's the bride fault. If you're having a wedding and you're inviting people to a wedding, you have to appease the people at the wedding. If everybody at your wedding isn't vegan, you can't force meet your vegan food, whether you pay $15,000 for it or not. And if you spent $15,000 on vegan food, use the food. Excuse my language. I apologize. I apologize to the couple. You don't spend no $15,000 on the food because you invite people. You send out what do you call it? You send out the invites, right?
Invitations, yes.
Invitations. You make calls and ask who eats vegan, who is vegan and wants a plate of vegan food. Those who are not vegan, then listen, you might have spent $1,000 if that's the case.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna eat that best but you and your husband.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Only a select few people are going to be vegan that are coming to your wedding. So how you gonna force everybody to eat something that they're not? That's not how you conduct yourself at a wedding. When you get married, you gotta appease your guests. What are you doing?
I think the thing is, Ocho, you gotta have a look. I don't start. I ain't finna tell you. I ain't been to once. I ain't never been to a wedding reception, so I couldn't tell you what they have. But you probably see. This is why we going before the justice of the peace, and that way we go there.
Time out. But if you get married, boy, I need a ceremony, boy.
It is. That justice of the peace.
I'm trying to catch the what you call that thing they throw back?
The bouquet.
I'm trying to catch the bouquet. What you talking about? I need to say, listen, I know when you get married, I already know who it is. I know who it's gonna be.
Yeah.
I want to be there.
Nah, I ain't spend. Look, first of all, I ain't spending that kind of money.
Whoa, wait a minute. You don't have to. You can have a wedding for $10,000.
I can have a wedding for $275. The justice of the peace.
But listen. You need people want to see that. You got family. You got
my brother, my sister, my mom, my kids, her brother, her sister, her mom, boom, boom. 15 people crowded in the courtroom.
You forgot about the Nightcap team. You forgot about the Nightcap moderators. You forgot about the fans of Nightcap. All these people.
I hold a Zoom up. Y'all can see it.
On the phone?
Yeah.
Nah. I need something. But if you go to the Justice Court of Peace, you just throw it in court. You throw the bouquet in court, then I'm gonna catch it in there.
Well, I guess they throw something else. They throw a garter. What else they throw? They throw something else.
Well,
so they throw.
That's for the women, ain't it?
Who throw the garter?
Oh, that's for the men.
Yeah.
Which one is for the men?
No, ain't nobody throwing nothing.
What you mean?
Ain't nobody throwing. They can throw the bouquet. You can't throw the bouquet in the courthouse.
Yes, you can. If it's never been done before, you can do it. Hell, I couldn't celebrate when I was playing, but I still did it, didn't I? Listen, I'm gonna catch the bouquet and the garter. I'm catching both of them.
Why you want to catch? You already gonna be married.
Who?
You.
To who?
I don't know.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. I got an idea.
Me too. I do too. Yeah, but look, like I said,
I guarantee your idea wrong.
I don't know what the protocols are for wedding. I don't know if you try to I mean, if you come to my wedding expecting seafood, ain't gonna be none there because I'm allergic to it.
Right.
So if y'all come and you think y'all eat crabster and lobster, lobster, crab legs, scallop, shrimp, oysters, it ain't happening like that.
You're right.
Now, y'all will have some barbecue. I like barbecue. We'll have some oxtails. We gonna get messy. So, hey, babe, go ahead and take your dress off, cause we eating oxtails.
But let me tell you something. Let me tell you about my wedding. See, my wedding is gonna be a melting pot of different cultures and ethnicities, foods. Okay, so whether you're Haitian, you're Latino, you're Jamaican, you're Bahamian, it's gonna be a little bit of everything.
Man, I ain't paying extra for all that.
Huh?
I ain't paying extra for all that. No.
Ain't nobody. You ain't say you ain't had to pay for it. You ain't got to pay for it. I already got the caterers. And they doing it out of love for me and Nightcap.
Okay.
Like that's my wedding theme is the Nightcap wedding, and we gonna stream it live on Nightcap.
No. But $15,000 for all vegan food.
That's ridiculous.
Come on, man.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, you first of all, you know your family. You know your family don't get down like that. You know your family don't get down like that, don't you? I know what my family, for the most part, I know what my family eat and what they won't eat. So why would I bring something that just me and my wife would eat?
Right.
I already know my kids not eating that. My sister, my mom, my brother, they not eating that. My homeboy not eating that. So now we spent $15,000 or whatever we spent for the food, and it's going to waste.
But you know what? She spent $15,000 thinking about herself, not nobody else. They spent $15,000 thinking about herself and not the guests. I'm thinking about the guests. I'm thinking about the people. I want you to have a good time at my wedding. There's a reason why I'm going to have a live band. There's a reason I'm going to have Kiki Wyatt singing. There's a reason I'm going to have Brian McKnight singing. There's a reason why I'm going to have, I got another surprise. I don't want to tell nobody. There's a reason I'm having different dishes from different ethnicities and backgrounds at my wedding, because I want everybody to enjoy themselves.
Well,
there's a reason why I'm going to have a karaoke machine with a $5,000 prize. Whoever sing the best song.
Well, you need to have mountain oysters. I need you to have fried squirrel. I need you to have baked raccoon. I need you to have bull dick and onions.
Who?
Bull dick and onions. I would need you to have some of that. Ox tails, pig tails, turkey necks, pig feet.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna have three of those. I'm gonna have three of them country meals right now. I can't give them all because you can't take up all the room.
Chicken feet.
I'm gonna have a section for you. Don't worry about it. I got
you. Chicken feet.
I like chicken feet. I like chicken feet. Oh, that was funny.
Hey, they talking about bull what? Y'all better wake up.
Bull what?
Bull dick and onions.
Hey, that was funny. That was funny. Yes.
Ocho?
Yeah.
Scientists have discovered that cockroaches' milk is 4 times more nutritious than cow's milk.
So this
milk contains protein crystals rich in essential amino acids, energy-dense nutrients, making it a potential food source. I'll never know.
They lying.
I'll be like Mr. Glass.
Hey, Unc, they lying.
Like Samuel Jackson, every time I take a step-ish break, I ain't drinking no cockroach milk.
Answer me this, Unc. Answer me this. How do the scientists know? Who do they do the test on? Don't tell me about you ran the test on lab rats and compared lab rats drinking cockroach milk compared to the lab rats drinking regular milk and using that as your scientific study to say that cockroach milk is better in any way. Man, if you don't stop playing with us. Stop playing with us, man.
Ocho.
It's 2025. Now all of a sudden, cockroach milk.
Yeah.
Roaches.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, Ocho, we go get us a show. Unc and Ocho Eats. First place we going down south. I know this place. Bull dick and onions. Me and you.
Now you know what? One thing about it. I try anything. I won't try to
I know you would.
Bull, I eat the bull.
That's what I'm talking about.
I do anything once.
Nah, I ain't tried no cockroach milk.
Man, ain't nobody. Come on, Unc. Come on. Now, what happened? Oh, wait a minute. What happened if you on the show?
Fear Factor?
Fear Factor.
Mm-mm.
You ain't gonna try it?
Nope, I ain't going on Fear Factor. I'm glad. I mean, I remember Fear Factor. There are some things that I could eat,
Right?
like the raw stuff, but I ain't eating no cockroach. I ain't eating no bugs. Ugh.
Oh, now listen. Now ants, chocolate covered ants is a delicacy in some countries.
They have no chocolate. They have no chocolate on those. That ish they was eating.
Oh,
that was just there, and the bugs. Nah, hell nah.
I'm just saying. I've traveled to some countries where frog legs.
Yeah, I've had frog
covered
legs.
ants. Okay.
Frog legs, pigtail, chicken feet, chicken necks. I've had all that. Mountain oysters, hogs, and cattle.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had turkey. Oysters. You didn't know turkey had oysters, did they?
Turkey?
Turkey balls. There was this place in Greeley, outside of Greeley, called Bruce's. And they was famous for mountain oysters. And they had them all. They had turkey, they had cow, they had hog. And hey.
Hold on. So you eat chitlins too, right?
No, hell no.
Oh, here you go. So you eating frog legs, you eating all that stuff you naming, but you won't eat chitlins?
They stink too bad.
What you mean? If you have someone that knows how to clean chitlins right, there should be no problem with you eating
That's
them.
a lie. Chitlins stink.
When they're cleaned correctly and cooked correctly, they do not smell.
They do smell. And I don't want them.
So
Now, I eat them all. I eat them all.
Hold on. So frog legs didn't stink? Pig feet don't stink? Pig feet don't stink?
No, man, I mess with pig feet. I go to we go to Costco and get that big old jar right now and go get them.
Yeah, but I'm saying they stink though. They stink the same way chitlins stink.
Chitlins, oh my goodness.
Hey,
Ooh-wee.
At some point you're gonna have to evolve. Now we just talked about this at the top of the year.
I'm evolving.
You said in 2025 you're gonna try new things. First, listen, two things I need you to write down for me.
Okay.
2 things that you're gonna do before the year ends. You're gonna try chitlins and you're gonna eat some ass.
Oh no, okay. Give me the chitlins. Give me a plate of them, a 5-pound bucket. Give me a 5-pound bucket. Man, you out of gas on that one, Ocho. Give me the bucket of chitlins.
Okay. Here, let's take one off the list. Chitlins and at least sucking toes. Missionary with crushed ice.
Chitlins.
Come on, you gotta live, man. I'm telling you, you're not gonna make it like this. You talk about getting married. Ain't nobody marry you at the Justice Center if you ain't sucking no toes.
Ocho, you give Miss B Nasty my number yesterday. You see Miss B Nasty?
Oh. You know what? I forgot. I'm gonna send it to her. She in the chat?
What she's
Yeah, Miss
she
B Nasty.
commented? What she say?
She looking for you, Unc. Yeah. Don't be scared too now. This is your time. Unc, this is your time to shine. Hey, you talk about Super Bowl? This is your Super Bowl in life. This your Super Bowl. Hey, Unc.
What's really going on?
Where your roast sparks at? I need you to take 4 of them things. You hear me, Unc? Don't let us down. Don't let the chat down.
Oh, Lord, there y'all go.
Don't let the chat down. But you and me be nasty. I'm telling you. And that's a movie you can make right there, boy.
Man, you be on what, Ocho?
Hey,
I got lip. Ocho.
Hey, Unc, you blushing too. Look how you blushing.
Man, you try to get me kicked off of YouTube.
Nah,
we just got back in YouTube good graces.
We didn't curse. We didn't say nothing bad. We just said Miss B Nasty. She sent a message to you yesterday, so I responded to her message and said, I can send you his number, sis. Now I don't want to be disrespectful and just give her your number without your consent or the green light. But right now, you can let the people know on the chat. You can let her know if it's okay. Now, if you consent to me sending her your number, then so be it. Or I could just tell her, sis, slide in his DM. Slide in his DM and he'll respond.
You need Jesus. We need to go to Bible study.
Oh, listen, hey, I just got baptized last week because the last one was wearing off. So I know I'm good now. Everything in my life done reset.
Well, it wasn't in salt water because them sins ain't float away.
Oh, well, that's why I asked for forgiveness. I repented.
Man, I wonder what somebody was talking about Miss B Nasty.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
there
yeah,
you
yeah.
is. You done come. You.
Yeah.
I already know. I should have known you was right smack dab in the middle of some bull jive.
No, it wasn't me. Listen, she saw a picture of you. BET posted. On top of the picture of you, you were sharp too. Now you were sharp. Now I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie to
yeah,
you.
yeah. You know, little
You
something I
was,
threw off.
you was casket sharp. She
Oh,
sent a
I saw
message.
your boy Coleman Dominguez too.
Yeah, that's my uncle there, boy.
Oh, he
That's
put that ish on too.
he put it on now
He
at a
does.
different level. Now I need to go to those type of places, red carpet events, where I can put that type of attire on, but I don't go nowhere like that. But listen, she wrote something on top of the picture because you were sharp. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. A 10 to 10, you was a 10. She said, I don't want to say what she said, but I went on top of the message and said, listen, sis, I can see you his number if you need be.
I ain't see it.
And I left it at that. It's up there. Chat, send it to him. Somebody please send it to him.
Yeah,
Yes.
y'all send it to me.
Yeah. She wants you on. Listen, it's 2025. Y'all been going at it for 2 years now. You might as well make it happen. Y'all make a good couple too.
Boy, man, look at you know what, man? I ain't gonna never be able to live that down, Emma.
I just want you to live a little bit. That's all.
I ain't gonna never be able to live that life. Man, you know how many people just, I mean,
Hey, that
they
Deion
killed me.
Cole-
Hey,
that Deion
they
thing,
killed,
that Deion
they were
Cole-
killing me at the show.
Hey, that was funny, boy. I reposted that on my story.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, I'm the best wingman you can have, huh? I want to see you happy.
Chad, y'all think I'm gonna ever be able to live this down, Chad?
Yeah. Not as long as I'm here. And I know you like it too, because you've been blushing for the past 20 minutes. Yeah.
Man, you know Ocho, old poor hustler, you know. You know.
Hey, every time I say Miss B Nasty, you hit that shy guy from the 5 Heartbeats.
You know, you play shy brother. Ocho, a woman says a man giving low effort after he sends money for a lunch. Good morning, good morning. Cash out to $30. I know it ain't much, but lunch on me. Honestly, I'm so over these low effort. Just keep effort. You don't have to do that. Thanks, though.
See, that's the problem. It's just ungrateful.
She sent it back to him, Ocho.
You send it back to him?
Yeah.
Yeah. So listen, that's $30 less that she had. She ain't even had 30. She ain't had no money. Well, you know what? She might have had money anyway. But again, that comes from the men. That comes from the men that leave with money. It's easy to attract the women and get what you want much faster when you leave with money. It's very, very easy. Very easy. That's why most of the men with the money getting all the goddamn women. You hear me? Because in situations like that, women don't appreciate a man's generosity. Listen, I don't have much, baby, but if you hungry, here go $30. Here go $30 out my check. I don't make much every 2 weeks, but I'm gonna give you $30 because
What about this tube steak?
Huh?
What about this tube steak you can eat?
Tube steak? Come on. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't approach like that. That's
I ain't finna approach with no money.
Oh, okay.
You think I'm finna send you money out the rip for lunch?
Right, I see what you're saying. Well, I mean, you right,
come on, Ocho. How you open up a conversation and like send money?
Well, but you have to understand everything you gonna pay indirectly anyway, so you might as well start off.
I ain't got no cash app, so how I'm gonna get you the money?
You tell her to come get it. Can I? I told you. Hey, listen. Let me tell you something before you go. Remember what my bio on Twitter says, right?
What it say?
Let me read it to you one more time, chat. Y'all listen to me. McDonald's is cheaper than therapy. And never forget, you're paying for sex indirectly. Keywords, indirectly, but the word relationship or marriage changes the narrative. Huh? Let that sink in. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor, but I know what the hell I'm talking about through experience. Nothing in life is free.
No, hell
And
no.
love don't pay the bills. That was a good one right there. I need to write. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, but Ocho, I mean, the thing that ticks me off the most is being ungrateful.
Yeah,
I don't care how big or how small it is.
Right.
Let me know that you appreciate my
gesture. It's a good gesture.
Because I didn't have to do ish
at all. And it's with men also. Men, you got to understand, no matter how much you want to give, stay within your financial lane. Stay within your financial lane. I don't care who it is. Don't allow these women to be a salary cap casualty. Stay within your financial lane. If you scroll through her Instagrams, look at her Instagrams. If you look at her pictures and you see that you can't maintain the image that she's trying to portray, keep scrolling.
Let it go, yeah. If you can't afford it, look.
Don't even send no message. Don't even send no message.
It's okay to win the shop.
Yeah,
I mean, when I have no bread,
hey,
I'm looking like, man, I sure wish one day I could go in the Harry Winston or Tiffany or X, Y, and Z.
Yes, sir.
You look at these women, bro, you know. So she got a Birkin bag, which is more than you make in 3 months.
Yeah.
What she?
Yeah.
Man, stop.
Yeah. And matter of fact, even if the Birkin bag ain't real, which it isn't half the time, because there's a line. There's a line for Birkins. I'm not.
Oh, you ain't just walking in no Birkin store and getting it.
Walking in there buying no Birkin anyway. So that's a whole nother story. But fellas, learn to act your wage. It's simple. Learn to act your wage. It's okay. There are simple women out there that will enjoy and be happy and grateful that you send them $30 for lunch.
Yeah.
Grateful. Now remember, stay in your financial lane. Don't allow these women to be a salary cap casualty. Okay? Act your wage. Simple. Okay.
You ain't got it. I ain't got it, babe. I'm sorry. I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
And they gonna guilt you. I thought you was old high roller. I thought you was a big baller. I'm not.
They gonna hit you, but I thought you was a real ninja. Or I thought you was a provider. Huh?
Nah, that ain't me.
Don't fall for that manipulation. Don't fall for that.
That ain't me. I ain't got it. My money jumped funny last week.
Matter of fact, I got it. And I ain't sending it.
You got to wait till the interest rate come down. Right now, the interest rate's a little high. Right now, the interest too high. I got to wait till the interest rate drop down. Once you get under 3%, I'll let your boy.
Hold on. I'm going to write you a check. But don't cash it till this date. Now,
I want you to cash your check.
If you put it there too early, the money ain't going to be there.
March 2nd, 20 never. That's what I'm going to post date the check for. That's where you can cash it. But I can honestly say, I don't know when the last time I wrote a check. Ocho, check this one out.
And that's funny.
A woman sues a fertility clinic after an embryo mix-up led to the birth of another couple's child. There's a lot of misinformation swirling, so it's important to note. The woman, Christina Murray, is suing the clinic over distress, not because the child was black, but because she loved the child she gave birth to and was forced to surrender him to the biological parents.
I understand. So she had to surrender the child that she thought was hers to the biological parents. So where is her child? That's what I want to know. This is the story. The story's not finished because where's her actual child? Or am I tripping here?
It was never implanted.
Oh Lord. So she has the right to
So
sue.
her egg was never implanted in somebody. They implanted it. Right. Her egg was never implanted. Somebody else's egg was implanted in her.
Oh.
So her egg never got implanted.
Oh.
Someone else's egg got implanted in her. She carried it to term, birthed it, and obviously she's like, damn, oh, okay, it is what it is. I love it. And they say, nah, you got to get that one back.
Oh, you acting like just like it's something at the grocery store. Here, bring the receipt and return it.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. I mean, you give birth to a child. I mean, you give birth to the child. You're not thinking that something happened. You carried that for 9 months.
Your
back hurt, heartburn, nauseous.
Yeah, I understand her frustrations. And listen, I'm not saying I don't know what it's like to be a woman and to carry a child, but I've had kids. I've had many of them, and I've been there through the tedious process of it from month 1 to 9, and therefore after. So I understand how she feels and the connection she has with that child, not just when the child was born, but from month 1 to 9. So I empathize with her. I understand her reason for suing, and I think money it might cure. It might cure depending on how much it gets.
Hey, I mean, the thing is, you look at it, Ocho, I'll be like, well, damn. That ain't, I said tall, dark, and handsome, but y'all took this literally. And so I could imagine. I could imagine she was upset because she thought, hey, she had a child. She was gonna love the child as if it was her own because she thought it was, and then boom. So hopefully, I don't know if she can do it, have it again, or she can get the egg implanted, her egg. I don't know what's happened to it. Maybe it's in a lab somewhere, but hopefully the situation gets rectified where she's able to have a child of her own. All right, Ocho, it's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Oh, we finna go already? Well, I'm feeling good tonight, boy. I done had me a nap too. I'm not getting off. Listen, I ain't getting off.
All right.
Do one more segment. Do something.
We doing the segment right now, Q&A. Aaron Owen says, I was looking at my dad's fraternity paddle and I got flashbacks of the worst whippings I ever got. That's the worst whipping you guys ever received.
Oh, that's easy. That my worst whooping, I never forget. My grandfather had a powder blue diesel Mercedes, similar to like the S500. Obviously they weren't that big. It was the diesel kind. They done went to church. They done went to church and left me to do the chores in the house. They didn't even make me go to church. Why I decided to get in the car, we had the iron gate, the old iron gates back in the days, the old iron, steel. I tried to pull the car out to wash it. There was no need for me to pull the car out the driveway to try to wash it. Why the right fender got caught on the edge of the gate, The right fender got caught on the edge of the gate.
Got caught or you drove over the gate?
No, the fender. No, I was going out back, but I was just too close to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right you did that. Caught on the edge of the gate. So I'm thinking, oh, it's cool. I don't know how to drive. I don't have no license. I'm about 13, 14. I think maybe if I keep going back, it'll pull the bumper off. Yeah, I told the goddamn right fender off, And it's Sunday. It's Sunday. They came home. I got towed up twice. And here I am. I'm screaming. My granddaddy got me pinned. He holding me by my wrist so I can't go nowhere. And I'm trying to run in circles so I really can't go nowhere. So he tearing me up and he talking. Back then, every time they lick you, they talking. I told you know what? Not to be out there touching stuff you ain't got no business touching. You're supposed to be in the house. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah.
So after he finished, who you think next?
Your grandma got you?
I'm like, it's y'all coming from church and y'all acting like the devil. So something ain't right. I ain't never got beat like that ever again. I ain't never touched them people car. I ain't never touched my grandma, my granddaddy car after that ever again. The worst whooping I ever got.
Yeah, man. Ocho, we were going fishing. Granny said we going fishing. Okay. Yeah. So you know what I do, Ocho? I go in the ditch. I dig the baits. Cut me a milk jug. Yeah. Cut the top of it off. That's Ocho, I'm talking about we call them red wigglers.
Okay.
Yeah. Night crawlers. Jumping jacks. Well, weren't red wigglers, they were jumping jacks. They call them night crawlers, jumping jack. Ocho, I'm the only one. It was me, Spanky, Arnell, Eugene, Lanny. Ain't nobody else dig no baits.
Right.
Nobody dig no baits. So we going fishing. We get in the back.
You did all the work.
I did all the work.
Okay.
I did all the work, Ocho. I got my baits. I'm feeling good about myself. I got my cane pole. My grandfather had already brought me a cane pole probably about 3 weeks earlier. Got my cane pole, got my orange stop on it. I'm good to go. I will kill him today, Ocho. So we get there, get to the place. Granny say, hey, boy, give me them baits. Huh? Boy, give me them baits. No. Barney.
No.
That boy say he ain't gonna give me them baits.
Hold on. You said no?
I said no, Ocho. Lord have mercy. And I know, because Granny been a tattletale. She been a tattletale long as I've known her.
Right.
Man, Granny say, Barney. I asked that boy for them baits, and he said no. Lord have mercy. Ocho.
Yeah.
I was trying to explain to her. I said, see, Papa. He said, let me see what type of ass you got. Man, Ocho, I couldn't have been no more than, Ocho, I probably was about 5 or 6. Man, Ocho, the thing was, I was trying to do what you gonna do, because he had me by the wrist, but I couldn't run because he had me off the ground. Ocho, that joke just beat me around just like this here, Ocho.
Hey, hold on, man. You done made me fall out my damn chair, man. It hurt my back, man. God damn.
Man.
Ah, shit. Hurt my back.
Man, Ocho, man, that joke tore me up so good, man. But Ocho, I was so hurt, Ocho. Ocho, if you'd have saw how many baits I had, Ocho, I guarantee you I had baits. If we could have fished for 3-4 days, I wouldn't run out of baits, Ocho. Man. But I already knew. Papa was kind of like chill, unless Granny said, Barney, you know that boy, them boys did this. Barney, you know that boy said that. No, but my brother got the worst whipping 2 times. One time it was my fault when I set the field on fire. The next time it was his fault. Ocho, we sit down there, we let it feel, it was dry too, Ocho. Man, I struck that match, Ocho. Poof. I'm talking about Ocho, it was gone. He said, go home, go to the house and tell Papa somebody set the field on fire.
Right.
Ocho had a pair of shorts.
Yeah.
No shirt. You know, hey, you have no shoes on, you run faster. Y'all know what I'm talking about back in the country. Yeah. You take them shoes off.
You gone. Out of there.
Papa, somebody set the field on fire. Ain't nobody been down there but you 2 boys. Spanky set the field on fire. I don't know to tell you, Ocho. And hey, when he gonna come on tour with us, ask about that. And then the next time we was playing softball, same group. Cause there's my oldest uncle Thurnell, his Lanny, Arnell, Eugene, they mainly came over, and we played. As a matter of fact, my second cousin Robbie and Bernard, they was over too, so we all playing. My brother up the bat, and they throwing the ball, wouldn't let him get a chance to hit, and he cursing. My Aunt Bessie, she got a bug, she laid it back. Little boy, I'm gonna tell Barney now, stop all that nasty cussing. She ain't pick her head up. Okay. They do it again. Yeah, mofo, SOB. Little boy, stop all that nasty cussing now. I'm going to tell Barney. Spanky wouldn't stop. Boy. Boy. Papa got home. Barney, you know one of them little boys out there, ooh, Barney. He was saying some stuff I ain't never heard before. Ocho, she added, boy, she added some.
Juicing it up.
What? Man, Papa walked it up. She was still in the car.
Yeah.
He pulled up, she talking to him in the car, in the back seat. Man, Papa hit that door. Who did that cussing? Hey, look here. He wasn't gonna ask you but once, Ocho.
Yeah.
I didn't say we gave him up, but we all looked at Spanky. My grandma said, Barney, that's enough. Hey, that joke that play. Oh, man. Lord have mercy.
No.
That man beat me so bad about them bays, Ocho. I ain't want to go fishing no more. Every time my grandma said, boys, y'all want to go fishing? I started saying, hell no.
No. Boy, there was some days, boy.
There was some days. Kimber Norwood Jr., Unc, my question is, who are your top 5 Celtics of all time? Larry Bird, Bill Russell,
Kevin McHale,
John Havlicek, Paul Pierce. Ooh, right now, as we speak right now, Bird, Russell, Havlicek, Pierce. I would go there. I left off Sam Jones. I left off Casey Jones. I left off Dave Cowens. I left off Tom Heinsohn. I left off Bob Cousy. All those guys got at least 6 championships. Damn. Some of them have 10 championships. Bird, 3 consecutive. He's the last man to win 3 consecutive MVPs. 84, 85, 86. 2-time finals MVP, 3 championships. We don't even say anything about Mr. Russell, second leading rebounder of all time, 5 MVPs, 11 championships in 13 seasons. Nothing else needs to be said. I think when it's all said and done, Jason Tatum gonna kick somebody off. Boy, y'all stop talking about Jason Tatum better than Larry Bird. Y'all better. Let me go and move this. I'm finna move this one. Big dog Jalen. What's up, Unc Ocho? Now I'm a Raiders. Stay with me now. Should the Raiders go get Sam Darnold and try to get T. Higgins as well? Woo! That's gonna cost a lot.
Yeah. Because
you're getting guys in free agency. You got to overpay to get them in free agency. Now, Sam Darnold's going to want $40 million, $50 million, Ocho.
Yeah.
T. Higgins going to want 30.
He deserved more than that. And he gonna get more than that on the open market. Hey, well, you got my stomach hurting, boy. My back hurt, man. I feel like
AJ Zamora, sup, guys? Assuming all is well, is Wemby winning comeback player of the year and defensive player of the year next year? Any chance they get Cooper Flag? Hope to see my Spurs in the playoffs again soon.
How they gonna get Cooper Flag and Wemby? That ain't fair.
Well, it all depends on where they are in the draft. If they're in the lottery, there's a chance. The one thing about the Spurs, when they get in the lottery, they normally get their guy. They got David Robinson. They got Tim Duncan. Right. They got Wemby. they do it pretty good.
Right.
Dang. Johnny Vegas, question for both. Sorry if you've answered it before, but what are your hardest hits you took?
Oh, that's easy.
Huh?
Mine was easy. Brian Russell. Brian Russell played for the Cleveland Browns.
Well, he played for the Vikings when he got me.
Yeah. He got you? Well, he got me too. He knocked my hammer. As a matter of fact, that's the hardest hit I ever took, and actually the only hit where I actually got knocked out. I was knocked out cold. Garbage time too. We up and we was beating the Browns, and Carson threw a slant too high, and I went to go jump for it, knowing I couldn't get to it. Brian Russell caught me right up on the chin. My helmet went flying. I was literally knocked out on the field, and that was it. It's so funny, Unc. As long as I played, that's the one hit that I'm like gone out cold.
Yeah.
Everything else, I was okay.
I got a bunch. I got a couple of them. Who got me? He got me up in Minnesota, hit me right up under my chin. There's a linebacker, I don't even remember his name. Mike Morton might have been his name for the Raiders. He got me. Orlando Thomas, rest his soul, Minnesota. He caught me with a knee under the chin. He got me. Hell, I hit Chris Slade, knocked my damn self out on Monday Night Football. Robert Jones played for the Jets. I got. I done got my fair. I got Ocho.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got. Dexter Jones. This is called Without the Ring. Ocho or GMs. Y'all both have solid 4 players, but need a point guard. Who you taking, Big Shot, Chauncey Billups, or CP3? Based off history and stats, but without a ring. Chauncey got a ring. Chauncey was Finals MVP. Chris Paul is a prototypical point guard.
Yes,
Led
sir.
the league in assists. He was tremendous. CP3 was a hell of a defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
You don't play as long as CP3 played at the level that he played. Now, he's not what he once was, but he's averaging, 8, 9 points a game, probably giving you 5, 6 assists a game.
You were nice, boy. You were nice.
In his prime, I think CP3 was better than Chauncey.
CP3 was with the Hornets, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Isaiah Lancaster, what's good, Unc Ocho? Who do you guys see winning the Super Bowl first? Lamar, Josh, or Joe Burrow? And Unc, what would be your lineup for a dunk contest you could use past or present players? Dr. J, Vince Carter, Zach LaVine, Mac McClung, Dominique Wilkins, Dr. J.
That's a good one.
Who wins the Super Bowl first? Lamar, Josh, or Joe Ocho?
That's a good one. For me, I hate to be. I would love to see it at either Joe or Lamar. I would love to see either one. I would be happy with either one of them winning. Obviously, Lamar, for obvious reasons, get that monkey off his back. I think Joe is going to have an opportunity to continuously be there year in and year out. As soon as we fix the issues that we need to fix on the defensive side of the ball, because we know we can score points. Here, the only problem if we score 40, the other team's scoring 45. That's the issue with us. Now, and outside of that, I really want to see Lamar hoist that goddamn Lombardi, man, and bring that thing on back home to Pompano. Yeah. So he can play freely, if you know what I mean. Play freely.
Right. How many guys can you have? I put Aaron Gordon in there too. Even though he didn't win, he should have won one.
He got bunnies.
Yeah. Big TD to one, Unc Ocho. Between the two of you, who was the better trash talker? And was y'all really talking that ish? I mean, I did all right.
That trash talk was more entertainment, though.
I got the y'all. Hey, I'm legendary.
I mean, I'm legendary. What you saying?
Legendary. I'm a professional trash talker.
Hey, listen, I wrote the book on trash talking.
No. I'll let you write the preface in my book, the preface in my book. I'm the original. I'm the OG.
No, you're not the OG. I'm on the cover of the book.
Oh, man, it's bad.
You hear me? See, listen, you the Old Testament. I'm the New Testament of trash talk. You hear me? Talk to me now. Oh, I feel good. I feel good tonight. Hey,
I was held back in my day with talking. I just talk. Filthy McNasty, your Uncle Ocho, grass on the Image Award. How about a trade? Stay with me now. Unc gets his money, Ocho gets his award, and Funko's. Sounds like an even trade to me. Shout out to Ash and the crew. Keep moving forward. Ocho done got the award.
I ain't get with my NAACP award.
That was for Club Shay Shay.
Well, shit, I'm part of that too.
The BET award was Club Shay Shay.
Okay, I'm a part of Club Shay Shay too.
You got the Webby.
Hold on. So I'm a part of Club Shay Shay too.
You got the Webby, Ocho.
Okay, I got the Webby. I'm saying I want
And
me.
we don't have the only one that we don't have is the Signal Award. We don't
Okay.
know what that is.
Can I get a replica of the BET Award so I can feel like I'm a part of it, of the family?
What the Hip Hop Awards?
No, the NAACP
the
Award.
Image Award. Oh, that's a nice trophy too.
Wait, let me see it.
No, this is the BET.
Okay, send me that one.
What you mean send you Ocho? It says Club Shay Shay.
Okay. Club Shay Shay Nightcap, it's all under the same umbrella. I want one of them too.
It is.
Hey, send me one of them. Send me one of them. Listen, see, I ain't won no Super Bowls. I ain't won no national championship. Now, one thing about it, in this back half of life, I want every award.
Oh,
so
so
I
you
need
got
that.
hold on. You got what other Webby? There's one. Oh, here it is over here. You got this?
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that ain't enough. I
And
want.
we might be nominated again.
Yeah, okay. And we might as well be. We running the show right now.
And then I won this for commercial when I was at Fox.
Hey, well, send me one of them too.
That was in 2017, man.
Okay.
Ocho, you was supposed to send me my money. Oh, you supposed to give me my money in New Orleans, bro.
I could have swore I told you to get that money in blood, though.
Okay. Put a bounty on your head. Sheldon Pope. The hip-hop community recently lost Miss Viola Wallace, mother of Notorious B.I.G. What's your favorite Biggie song?
Oh,
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
No, my favorite, the story told. I don't know the title of the song. Chad, help me out real quick, Chad. I don't know the title of the song. The one he tells the story about the basketball player coming home, the Knicks player. He told a story. I just don't remember the name of the song. That's one of my favorites. I like Big because he was a storyteller. Obviously, outside of just rapping, he told stories. Chad, help me out. What's the name of the song? Did they put it in chat yet? Oh, what's the name?
No. Juicy. Story to tell.
Oh, story. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Story to tell. Boy, that's my favorite. I just couldn't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Rest in peace, Miss Viola Wallace. J213 hey, Unc and Ocho. Who are some of your favorite R&B artists of the 80s and 90s?
Ooh. Oh man, where do I even start?
Luther, Teddy, Donny Hathaway, Peebo, Babyface, Usher.
You know what? Commodores, The Barge, Denise Williams, Gap Band, Guy,
Oh, yeah.
Isley Brothers, LTD, Jermaine Jackson, Leela James. I'm not sure if people know who that is. Luther, Patti LaBelle, Stevie Wonder, obviously, Tony.
Oh, that was music back then.
Oh yeah, this real music I'm naming. People.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure if the chat even know about some of these people I'm talking about. Bobby Womack, Al Green.
After Bob, I'm out on Bobby after he did what he did. I don't fool with Bobby.
What happened to Bobby? Huh? What he did?
With Sam Cooke's old lady.
Oh, okay. I understand.
I'm out. Leota Rose, tomorrow is my birthday. You guys aren't going to be live, so I figured I'd get my shout out to now. Happy early birthday to me. Leota, happy early birthday. Hopefully you got something planned really, really fun. Many, many more to come. Enjoy
Happy birthday.
Yes.
Happy birthday, twin.
J-Dub Akron, please wish my beautiful wife, Stephanie, happy birthday. Ocho, heard you could sing. Sing her a quick happy birthday. No, Ocho can't sing if I won't get you in trouble. Stephanie, thank you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
J-Dub. J-Dub's been one of our early subs and followers, supporters. And so, Stephanie, happy birthday.
But his request,
Hopefully you and J-Dub have a very, very special day. Enjoy this special occasion.
but the request was for me to sing.
No, we're not going to sing. Last time we did that, no.
Even happy birthday though?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. That concludes this episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. I'm your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, route runner extraordinaire. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And we thank you for your continued support. Make sure you support and check out Shea by Le Portier. We have it in stock. If you can't find it in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company 84 with 84 being spelled out. We just dropped our Nightcap and Chill collection this month, and we restocked everything. So Super Bowl shirts and hats bundle that dropped today. The link is pinned in the chat. Supplies are limited, so please make sure you grab yours before they're gone. And when they're gone, they're gone. We want to send a special thanks for linebacker Nakobe Dean for joining us, talking about his experience in the NFL and winning the Super Bowl this year. That concludes Nightcap. We'll see you Wednesday. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. Thank you for joining us. We're out.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't done much today. I've been chilling for the most part. What you been up to? Busy day?
It's been so busy.
You trying to come over later?
What do you want to do?
I mean, we could just like nightcap and chill.
Usual, you know.
Okay, I'll come over.
Yeah?
I'll be over in 15.
15 minutes? But
Okay, I'll see you soon.